Can't say a word in English? Having a hard time understanding words and sentences in English? Afraid of speaking in English? No worries, because in this video I'm gonna share to you some tips on how to improve your English skill. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Before anything else, please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. To start with, actually we have different ways, techniques, and strategies on how to improve our English skills. This time I'm gonna share the ways I used and I'm still using up to now to improve my English skills. Some of the ways might be effective to me and not to you, and some of the ways might be effective to you and that would be good, but there's no harm in trying, right? So let's begin. So before we go to those ways, I'm gonna share first the things I needed to consider for me to really improve my English skill. So first, I needed to have the motivation and the goal. So I asked myself, why did I need to study English? What was it for? So when I already had the answer for those questions, there was already a greater chance for me to keep moving. So in your case, you also need to find your goal, why you study English, so that motivation will come after. Next is patience and hard work. Of course, improving your English skill does not really happen overnight, so it really takes time. So you need to have the patience. And of course, while you are being patient in achieving that goal of becoming a fluent English speaker, you need to do hard work. You need to do many things for you to improve greatly. So patience and hard work. And of course, enjoy. When you enjoy anything that you do in any way, the easier for you to learn more. No stress at all. So when you study English, just enjoy. You'll never know, you will suddenly become a fluent English speaker, right? I'm not really a perfect English speaker, so I sometimes do mistakes, of course, but I improve. At least I can communicate, and that is enough for me. I did many ways just to gradually improve. I did some trial and errors to know what are really the suitable ways for me, and I came up with some ways that I still do up to now. There is actually one easy way for us to really improve our English skill immensely, and that is to talk to others in English. Yes, but before, when I tried to improve my English skill, I had no one to talk to, I had no one to practice with, so I came up with some techniques on my own to improve by myself first, gradually. So the first one is watching movies. This is one of the most common ways that we do if we really want to improve our English skill. And in my opinion, it's really effective to me. But I don't only watch movies for the sake of watching them, for the sake of just listening to them. Whenever I watch a movie, I always have with me my pen, dictionary, and notebook. For what? Of course, I take note some of the words, phrases, or expressions that I see in the movie. So I always take note maybe those words that are very useful in casual conversations like this. and I will really pause the movie if I see phrase or sentences that I need to really take note of. Yes, I really will pause the movie, take note of it, take note of the words, and of course remember them. While watching the movie, I try to imitate some of the characters' lines, especially the intense ones. So I really copy how they speak, the way they pronounce each word, their intonation, and the word connection, or if possible, the accent. So I try to repeat the sentences on how they really said it until I get it right. Yes, so in those ways, I could improve my vocabulary, my listening, and also my pronunciation. So next one is to read, and read. Yes, I did read books before. I did love reading books before, especially novels like the romantic ones, but that was before. Yes. What I did was I tried reading some parts of the book aloud to practice my pronunciation. So sometimes I faced the mirror to read the novel, even though I still didn't understand the content of that part. I just tried to read it aloud for me to practice my pronunciation, reading fast like this. Yes, and of course I still have with me my dictionary, my pen, and my notebook for note-taking of the words and phrases, expressions that can be useful for me in the future. I also have the habit of reading anything in English, like on the streets, in the malls, anywhere. That can be a name of a store, a product's name, or even in a menu, or anywhere, as long as it's in English. I really would read it, and actually until now I still do that. So when I see a word that is very interesting and I don't even know the word yet, I will really try to check my dictionary, which is in my phone, and take note of it. In my phone too, because I don't bring my notebook with me and my pen, so I only have my phone. I read and remember the words or phrases that I just have seen. So when I get home, I will put them in my notebook, put the meaning, and try to remember them and use them in some conversations. Yes, I actually can easily remember them if I see them somewhere, like a mall, so I will have a good memory for that. So it's one way I can improve my vocabulary. The third one is I put a board. I actually called it an English board. I don't have it now anymore. Before, I used to have an English board, and it is located where I can see it all the time, so it's near my bed. I usually wrote 5 words, at least 5 words every week, and put their meaning too, so that whenever I go to bed, I could see them, remember the words and their meanings. So unconsciously I would remember the words and suddenly use them also unconsciously in some conversations, because I saw the words all the time in my everyday living. So that's one way also I improve my vocabulary words. Fourth one is I talk to myself. Yes, I really love myself, gosh. Before, I usually did that in front of a mirror, so I talked in English, conversed with myself in English. Yes, so I imitate some of the characters in some movies, and then I just talk to myself in English in front of the mirror. Yeah, because I didn't have anyone to practice my English, so I only had myself. But now I do it in the toilet. God.
What?
It sounds weird, but actually it's really helpful for me and it's effective to me. So I talk to myself in English. Why in the toilet? Because it's really peaceful. Yes. So I talk to myself in English as many times as possible. Even though I'm not sure if I'm saying the correct sentences or the correct words or the grammar, I still don't care as long as I can just speak out in English. I just need to get used to speaking the language, and I really think it helped me a lot. The last one is I share it to others. So when I learned some words or phrases from a movie, I make sure, or I really try to share it to others. I can easily remember words in that way. Of course, I need to share those words to the people who are also interested to know some words in English. So I explain it to them, how the word is being used in sentences, the meaning, pronunciation, and we will discuss about the word or the phrase, and then that's it. I can remember the word. Remember, it really takes time to learn a language, just like the English, but it will really be worth it in the future by the time you already become a good English speaker. I know you will achieve that goal in the future. I'm really sure of that. Just keep going, okay? Fighting! I hope my tips will help you and become a fluent English speaker in the future. This is Roby, and see you on my next video.